Hello neighbors, how are you doing? This is Mario Cordova, your HOA board candidate, as well as your CDD board candidate for the November elections. I'm here accompanied by Herman Perez, which most of you know. He's also one of the HOA candidates and the CDD candidates. We're coming to you with a very serious matter that's very concerning that has been developing over the last couple of weeks, actually. As you know, school is out and it seems like there's a lot of teenagers looking for things to do that are bored, and it appears that they have chosen our clubhouse as a location where they like to hang out and loiter. As you know, the CDD board issued a communication about a week and a half ago where they stated that our clubhouse had been invaded by teenagers who were smoking pot and basically vandalizing the place. And they wind up closing the clubhouse for a couple of days to make the repairs. Well, since then, me and Herman have been kind of keeping an eye on the clubhouse to kind of see what kind of activity we see. We happened to be there, I believe it was Wednesday, this past Wednesday, and there was about 8 cars at approximately 9:30, 9:40 at night in the parking lot. So we wondered, we're like, wow, what's going on? Why is there so many people here? So we approached the pool, and there was a whole crowd, I want to say about 12, maybe 15 teenagers, all just hanging out in their bathing suits, swimming in the pool, in the hot tub, just having a grand old time. So we started walking around to kind of assess the situation. It looks like the back door to the pool entrance had been opened up, and it was wide open, and I think that's where they were coming in and out. However, we didn't know what to do because, you don't know who these kids are. You don't know how they're going to react. We're concerned for our safety as well, even though we're trying to keep our area safe. So we decided to call the sheriff's department on emergency. They sent a deputy over who was very kind to help us out. He approached, as they saw the deputy arrive, they kind of start to walk out of the pool and start heading towards their cars. And the deputy kind of stopped them, asked them if they lived here. A couple of them said yes, and they said that the others were their guests. They were asked if they had ID or an access card, and they did not have one. And then 3 of them provided addresses that they lived in the community. So the officer said that as long as they say they live here, there's nothing he can do about it because there's really no clear rules posted anywhere of what he should do. So these teenagers take off. So I had a feeling there were more teenagers in the pool. So I asked the officer to accompany us inside the pool deck. And sure enough, we found that the other 8 or 9 of them that were hanging out in the darkness, trying to wait it out for us to leave. We wind up getting them to leave as well. We did observe some, drug-related paraphernalia in the area where they were sitting. So we can confirm that they're doing what we think they're doing. However, the police officer said that, he didn't see them do anything wrong, so he kind of just asked them to leave and escorted them out. So, the kids seem to act nice, but, since then, there's been a couple of more incidents. We went to the pool, I think it was Thursday, the next day, and there was 2 cruisers, sheriff's cruisers at the clubhouse. We were wondering what happened, and apparently they seem to have been a physical fight between some of the teenagers that were there. And I believe, now we believe that one of the teenagers is probably a resident here because the mother is actually looking for answers as to how she can get information to the police with regards to what happened that day. Then the next day, there's a girl that tried to jump the fence to get into the pool and wound up falling face down. So the bottom line is that we need to increase security. I have sent an email to Gabriel Mena, who is our CDD manager, and I have asked him to ask the board to implement in an emergency at least a physical security guard there that can at least monitor what's going on and that we can prevent further bad situations like that, because eventually someone's going to have some serious injuries and we're going to get sued, and who's going to pay? We are, the owners, right? Because even the residents are not going to be held accountable because they don't pay the taxes on their property. We do. So this is very important, very alarming. We're open to any suggestions or commentary that you guys may have that may be helpful. You know, it would be nice if we can implement some type of neighborhood watch where there can be a lot more of us involved and kind of try to keep this secure. Unfortunately, we can't close the neighborhood up and not let them in, but at least we could probably secure the common areas where, you know, we can make it clear that they're not supposed to be there unless they're a resident here. So, you know, Herman, you got anything else to add to that?
Well, pretty much you said it all. What we need is to create a plan. Obviously, that's one of our plan of action when we take office in November, if you guys elect us, to do some security for the CDD to prevent. That's what we're looking to prevent. We don't want things to be happening. So right now, if you guys see something, say something. You know, send it quick to the CDD board. You know, to the CDD manager, Gabriel Mena. I always post the email. If you got any questions, let us know, and we can send you his email address so you can report any incident. Pretty much, you know, we hope to get the community back in track. The safety, that's the most important. This is our property, and if it gets destroyed, we have to pay to restore it, and that's come out of our pockets. So we need to watch for our own property.
But more importantly is the safety of our residents. And, you know, that's what worries me the most is that, you know, with all these shootings you hear all over the country nowadays and situations like this happening, it's just a matter of time before we have to deal with something like that. And it would be a terrible tragedy that we could prevent by trying to implement more security measures, you know, and even barriers and signage that clearly states they're not supposed to be there. And then the police and the sheriff said that they'll be able to be more forceful about enforcing those rules because they're obvious. But right now, the signs don't say anything to that effect, and they're kind of outdated. And, you know, it says that the recreational facility is open till 10 p.m. So that implies that the pool is also open till 10 p.m. So, you know, we need to work on this, like I said, and we hope that you guys feel free to comment or reach out to us and let us know what suggestions we have. We can get together so that we can have a safer community. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you for your time. I don't want to make this video too long, but thank you for all the support. And don't forget, November 8th, we're on the ballot. Corey, Mario, Herman, we're there for you, and vote for us. Have a great night. Hola vecinos, aquí está Mario Córdoba, uno de los candidatos de la Asociación de Propietarios y también del distrito del CDD. Este es Herman Pérez, también es el otro candidato, y tenemos a Corey también, que no pudo estar con nosotros hoy. Queríamos traer este comunicado urgentemente hacia todos los propietarios y residentes de que tenemos un problema muy grave en nuestra comunidad. Hay muchos jóvenes que han infiltrado nuestra piscina, nuestra área recreativa, y están utilizándola y que no viven acá. En estos días han habido muchos incidentes, peleas, una persona se cayó, se golpeó, y la policía se ha llamado varias veces y dicen que no pueden hacer nada porque no tienen ninguna reglas que muestren cuáles son las reglas. Solo se sabe que eso está por escrito en algún sitio, pero tienen que tener rótulos que indican a dónde, quién puede entrar, quién no puede entrar, las horas que las cosas cierran, abren y toda esa cuestión. Entonces, nosotros estamos pidiendo a todos los propietarios que manden correo electrónico, cartas, llamadas a Infomark, a nuestro manejador del CDD, que es Gabriel Mena. Si ustedes necesitan la información, la vamos a postear también por este medio, y les dejen saber que ustedes están preocupados por esta situación. A nosotros nos preocupa de que si no se hace nada, tarde o temprano vamos a tener una tragedia en las manos que pueda ser, como ustedes saben ahora, que se está escuchando en las noticias todos los días, que hay balaceras en las escuelas, balaceras en todos lados, y si no hacemos nada, tarde o temprano algo así nos va a pasar a nosotros, y lamento de que eso nos vaya a pasar a los residentes y tengamos que perder a alguien tan injustamente cuando se puede prevenir. Por favor, comenten y déganos ideas de cómo ustedes piensan que podemos traer más seguridad hacia nuestras áreas comunes. Nosotros tenemos la sugerencia que ya le enviamos al manejador del CDD, que por favor y urgentemente ponga por lo menos un guardia de seguridad que pueda mantener un poco de orden, para que no vaya a pasar nada malo. Hermano, ¿tienes algo más que agregar?
Sí, mayormente todo lo que dijo Mario es prevenir, lo que tratamos de prevenir y que entre todos llevar esta comunidad hacia adelante. Esperemos que voten por nosotros en noviembre 8. Estamos en La Valeta. Mario Córdoba, Germán Pérez y Cory Gannon para noviembre 8. Gracias a todos.
Buenas noches. Gracias.